Hello, buddy. Welcome back. Today we're doing one more episode in our legendary Mortal Empire's Queek campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. Just had to do it. I had to see where this is going to go. Let me set this alarm so I don't get too far gone. Set an alarm for 5:30 a.m.
Okay, your 5:30 a.m. alarm is on.
Okay. Alright, first up, let's go ahead and fight these guys. This might be a trick for them to take Grunty Mingle. If they do that, we can beat them. It's fine. Alright, we do get an ambush. We get 6 minutes from below, because we are
Queek fight
very contaminated around here.
Who dares challenge me?
Biggest threat, Blood Knights. We have to make sure we neutralize the Knights, especially the Blood Knights. Those things are some of the best Knights in the game. I didn't realize I had that many corpse cards.
Nothings. Where's the target?
And try to win this as handily as we can, because there are a stack of dwarfs sitting there as well. 20 stack of dwarfs. Or are these just ghouls? There's a lot of knights.
Now. Scissor, die. Blade blower, catapult. Council's command.
Helman Ghorst is about to get sniped. That thing is real easy to hit. It's very tall.
Blade blower, catapult. Yes, yes, yes.
My sub did end up getting kind of clumped up because they ran back a little bit.
Blade blower, catapult. For the Valentine. Blade blower, catapult. Your desire.
them rockets, baby.
Ready! Shoot, shoot, things! Flamethrower catapult! Counselor's command!
Got him. Jeez. Alright, Plague Claw catapults. I was just saying I didn't think artillery is that good against the undead, but yeah, it is. If you can snipe out like their general like that. I almost feel kind of dirty about that one, but I mean, he's riding around on this big thing. It's really slow. Blood Knights did get a couple of kills in there, but...
Tell Nordwell of Queek's victory! Release them, poor batch. Run, things. Tell all Queek comes. Swell the hordes of Moors.
Dang, 9%. Wow, really? It's gonna fill my whole thing up?
13. Kill slave things, yes, yes.
Okay, sure. It's gonna fill me all the way up.
Rakatita.
Nice.
Victory! Horned rat, notice me.
I'm actually not taking that much attrition.
You what? Keep Gracia scum away.
And they may come back over here to take this port. Are they just like chilling out here? I'm not really sure where they're going or what they're doing.
Hide us, horned one! Master Commander! Who? You? It beats is mine. I refuse. Soon. Scotty, now, Scotty!
I thought that was going to be off attrition. It doesn't say I'm taking that much right now.
Yes.
Yeah, if these dwarfs want to mess with me, we can do that.
For the wisdom of Valea. Stop that!
What?
I mean, this could be a trap, but...
I order! Scurry move!
Interesting.
Maradon dar armu!
These guys are messing with black crack. So they got that off the greenskins, huh? That's interesting. I don't remember what it gives to greenskins. Oh, they made it a 10-stack town too. That's interesting. Big fort. -1 for black orcs. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a new building. So they've added in a bunch of like new buildings, which is really cool to the map. Yeah, so it's a lot of extra black orc stuff. -30%. The -1 turn recruitment's really good because black orcs take 3 turns for some reason. It's like, what? Okay, those aren't savages. I was like, wait, savage orcs can't make spiders. Okay. Alright, Carragate Peaks.
Plague priest! Scamper always!
Guess we can use this to, like, scout them. A little bit up here. About to get record effective recipes. Oh, we got it, baby. That give us a garrison? Nope, still don't have walls. If they turn on us, we could definitely lose it. They're definitely sending some stuff north. Beastmen actually kind of like us. We can't trade with them, so there's no point.
Aye. Talk at me in your crude language if you... Yes! I am the High King.
Darkness come. Mortals, thou...
Okay. I think we're all good. Let's do this. Hopefully I didn't forget to move anybody. I don't think so. Ooh, they got some reinforcements. They wounded this plague priest again. That thing just has a bullseye on it. Every time I want to go anywhere with that thing, they're just like, nope. Huh. Okay. Yeah, they are coming on. We're just going to go down here and test the rookie, huh?
I do not care about dead things. Speak if you can.
No. Alright, they assaulted my units and I, you know, replenished most of that.
He will live or die.
Plague is like super important. Thing's so strong.
Untrusted worm. Poison after.
I'm trying to think if... Does he already have an item that gives that? Doesn't have any weapons? Okay. Okay.
Do not mock me.
I'm deadly.
My rats! Squirt fear musk!
Alright.
More head skulls.
We're gonna have to go down there to deal with that. Can this guy can maybe... I mean, he can kill that one army, I think. And we get that one army. It's just, I don't know if we can get that many in a row. We don't have lightning strike, so if we miss on an ambush, it's gonna be really bad. Vampire death stacks. This guy is... I mean, they're in like code red mode. They're thinking, we gotta deal with these guys. I mean, this thing's good, but it only has 265 range. It's like a huge flamethrower. Speed. God. It's like way slower than even zombies. I know it's a cannon and everything, but... Alright, are y'all ready for this?
Let me think about it. No!
Are Smelgor at war with them? No, they're just sitting there, toying with them. Alright, well, here we go.
Littermaster. Stings like a grace.
I don't know what happens when if I take this and just, like, Chaos armies spawn everywhere throughout my whole, like, empire. Could get a little interesting. I think everybody hates you and starts sending everything at you when you have this. I think I've heard something to that effect, but I don't know for sure. We're just gonna go warp armor, I guess. Right, here we got ballistics, we got triangulation. Okay.
Patchy fur, not trusted yet.
I think we just need assassinate here. Well, we're about to fight with him, so we might as well get elusive.
All tales are mine. I died.
Actually, I want 30 food. So that I can pop this up to tier 3 immediately. So I'm actually just gonna continue siege first.
Fight them, yes.
Then we're gonna fight and get some food. Is out clean.
Hornet one watches me.
This guy doesn't even. This guy has some pretty questionable infantry line here. It's gonna be sketch. I mean, if we lose him, whatever, I guess. But
This bad idea.
you say this bad idea. Let's do it.
Stab gouge.
Is it this bad idea? We'll fight it. I mean, I'm gonna fight it fair and square. It's saying that I could get, like, you know, that I'm, like, hugely advantaged here, but we'll fight it.
Fight die for me.
This guy is flying. That hord's gonna be on the tough side, but
More slaves. More.
I don't want the horses and stuff to be close to me, so I have to switch it up a little bit this time. We don't have as many warp cannons as we usually do. Means we're not going to be able to snipe out lords as well as we did with the last one.
Warp lightning cannon.
Definitely a very suspect front line. They're like clan rats. definitely a lot harder to hit that flying unit. We're knocking him with a couple of things, but he's going to regenerate. Yeah, he's already regenerating. He's not going to be as easy to pick off as Helman Ghorst. Ghorst is super slow. We have a fight on our hands here. These guys need to get back over here. Going. Where's my... He's feared. Okay, where's... Please cast, please cast, please cast. Okay.
Die! Mighty warlord, baby! Back in the crowd! Warlord! Move! Mighty!
Getting dicey. So much regeneration.
Land advance! Right claw catapult! Quick!
We might lose this one, boys. Does this kill the unit? Yeah, it does sacrifice a unit.
Retreat!
Well, if you thought I was invincible, if you thought there's no way I can lose anymore in this game, I can lose. They, you know, the undead have a lot of regeneration. And we are pretty susceptible to terror. We don't have a ton of leadership. If he rallies back, he's on the verge of rallying back, I think. There might be a universe where we could pull this off. Nope, we're done. Oof. So, see, sometimes auto-resolve is not correct. It was going to give us a 99% chance to win that, but our infantry line was so weak. These guys did okay, but they had some really fast-moving stuff. Those Vargals were able to roll up on us and disrupt our artillery pretty quickly. Even though we put the some of our guys on them. Now we are going to be able to replenish, and they likely will not be able to replenish. These guys killed a lot. These clan rats just, we're going to have to bite the bullet and just buy some real infantry. These things are just not cut out for this kind of work. I didn't see which item they took off of it, but... Okay, so he was right. He said bad idea.
Grow stronger.
He just lost a Ducky Wolf banner.
Warlord Queek. Mighty am I.
We aren't going to be able to dash into...
Knows I dominate. Not defeat, just minor setback. I am warlord. Move your tails. Queek.
Now, Queek is going to be stronger, but still, like, it's not a guarantee that we're going to slaughter them. Especially if they have fast-moving stuff like that. A lot of that terror just disrupted my unit so much. I mean, a big part of why we lost that is the Plague Priest got surrounded and killed, and he doesn't have the Plague Chair or whatever it's called.
Distance to cover.
We can't quite reinforce him.
Run, fools!
But yeah, we definitely need a serious infantry line. Well, dang it. I thought we'd be able to get some food off of that.
Even Nagash and limit.
We're going to be completely out of food next turn. We may not even be able to take this with food. may not be able to level it up with food. No, we're gonna be like, I don't know what happens if you hit 0 food. We're gonna come pretty close to figuring. Oh, we do get some food for winning the fight itself. I forgot about that. We might be able to pull it off. Depends on how much food they want to give us, but okay. Alright, well, we got a good smack in the face there. Just a wake-up call in case we forgot the beginning of this campaign. You can lose. I am not invincible. I can lose battles. I was surprised. I mean, the undead always get underestimated, and I underestimate them a lot too, but with those legendary stats, they get all this extra leadership and stuff. They are really, really strong.
Prepare to die! Plague priest! Magic's ready! Sense of errors! Guide us, hornet one! Now, ready, now! I'll tail yours! A warp-lightning cannon! Sense of errors!
They want to fire at the abominations, that's fine. But yeah, okay, so we cannot be cheap. We have to have a serious army. That answered the question right there. You cannot get away with clan rats 150 turns into a campaign against primetime armies. Just not happening. That was too greedy by me. I thought maybe it's like, well, maybe if I micro enough and kill them enough with, you know, the artillery, who needs, you know, good infantry anyways? We do. We need good infantry. Skaven infantry is already very suspect compared to something like great swords and all these other, like, huge infantry on infantry fighters. The Skaven infantry still sucks compared to theirs. It's only all of their stuff working together in conjunction is why they're strong. They have a lot of synergy between different units. They have really good magic, they have really good artillery, and they just have a bunch of, like, boutique neat units that have a certain degree of power to them. Like the Deathglow Bombardiers, these guys for flanking, these guys for tanking. So, you know, on the surface, yeah, they look weaker than other factions, but... Hey, you guys want to keep firing at me here. They can fire at these guys all day. I just don't want them firing at my infantry. What are these even, like cannonballs or something? I'm not going to be in quarreler range though, but yeah, we can kind of wander around here. That should be enough. But don't... Guys, can you just, like, not troll me just for one freaking siege and just actually hit this? No, we can't do it. We just, you know, it's too hard to see this. It's too hard to aim, you know, directly in front of you. Unbelievable. Why can't we fire on this?
Ready.
So infuriating. So this thing's the only thing that can figure out how to fire on this. Okay, well, can we at least fire on these then? But just like, what's firing on them? They're firing on me with their catapults. It's So we can fire all the way in their base that deep, but we can't fire on a tower that's like right in front of us. Does that make sense? So we can see these guys and hit them, but we can't hit these towers right here. God forbid. Fire on them? Is there an organ gun firing on us? Far away. That organ gun didn't have an arcing shot. Aim at these things? Knock out the gate. Have those dealt with yet? Just fire on these guys then. Let's do this old-fashioned way. Summon clan rats on him. Can we just do that? Just kill him. Got the gate. Hold on, we can't figure out how to lob stuff on top of rafters here. Fire on those? Actually, let's bring the dudes over here first. Dude, like, the line of sight issues are absurd for these guys. Okay, you know what? Let's just, whatever, just storm it. We can kill them, I think. hit those, right?
Guide us, Lord One. At once, words. What? Very good, master. Therefore, no.
Upgraded plague thing, plus lower all their armor by 60 and just swarm them and stuff. I like that. That's how I like to do business right there.
Yes, master. Scary. Now, move.
Where are these? Beards. Okay, yeah, we can probably take the beards.
Our tail's yours.
Maybe. Sake. They're actually doing some pretty decent damage. I don't think we can take them flat out. They have too much melee defense. We have to get in behind them. You know, be really assassin-like. These flatulence, those will do a lot better. Oh yeah, we can kill these guys. Got him, baby. We can take that main couch.
What? We okay. At once. Ah, you're full of pain. Bring up, please. Run.
I'm kind of curious. Does that keep ticking? So if we kill somebody and then pop out of combat, we go back to invisible? I don't think so though. That's just the cooldown, right? Or is it not?
Scary, yes.
Are we invisible again?
We move. Create. Retreat. Yes,
I guess it just
master,
lasts,
scary.
but you do not reflank, it looks like.
We move. At once. Forward, backwards. Skaven Blight's command.
Unspottable.
Moving.
Are we close again? I don't think so.
Get runners.
If we look at these guys cloaking,
Listen, hurry. Skitter and leap. Now, move. Hasten, hurry.
okay, yeah, maybe they are hidden. That little thing just means that. So maybe if you do go out of combat, then you go hidden again. That'd be interesting for that 50-second length of time. That'd be interesting for multiplayer. Try that out. Okay, let's see what we win. Yeah, still squirrely AI. Those catapults on the walls. But the abominations did their thing. Just sit there and just take a bunch of hits. It's a shame I don't think I'm going to have enough food to buy this to tier 3, because I don't want to go to 0 food and see what happens. I know red zone is bad, but 0 seems real bad. Actually, it was tier 5, so I think if I loot and occupy, I will be able to get it at tier 3 or tier 4.
Even great clans answer to me.
I forgot about that. No, it's loot and occupy. It always makes you take it at tier 1. That's for other factions. You can loot and occupy. So this one, you have to pay the food if you want it. Dang it. We should get a lot of food next turn. I guess we just sack first. That's 8,000 gold on the table. I'm not going to be able to get 8,000 gold worth of buildings anyways.
Victory! Now eat swallow defeated. Die, die!
Oh, it's 20 per instead of 10 per. I forgot about that.
What? On one command.
So I guess we're going down to 0 food next turn. Huh. Okay, so we have to go to Nodwell. So we have to go to Skaven Blight, which I wanted to get anyways. And there's probably another one for the special city up here. What do we got? Well. We get the public order bonus.
Stench of others, too strong.
We got... So we don't get the -2 public order everywhere, which is nice. We have a chance to get loyalty, whatever. And we get ward recruit rank +2. And we just got ward recruit rank +3 off of Nagash. We have +2 over here. Interesting, interesting. So right now we could hire a lord at
How that goes in here?
rank 10. Now if we did hire one of these guys, I don't know if I've ever tried getting a, I mean, I could go ahead and hire a Gracier just to see what they have. I think it's the same stuff as a normal Plague Priest. mean, how expensive are they? I could just hire a couple and just take a peek and see. The advantage of that would be I can't really, like, hire a special Plague Priest right now. Because I'm running out of, like, tier 5 slots for that. And that would free up one extra slot for me to get, just, like, another sweet, you know, like, unit or something. Like, I could get another Hellpit Abomination or whatever instead of having to take a priest with me, a Plague Priest. So I could have a 2-for-1. Now, they would not be a good fighter, but I think they get some kind of aura or something that's pretty good. I can't remember precisely, so I might just hire one and just see sort of what the possibilities are. Just real quick. I mean, it would only be, it's only like 1,000 gold. I can just dismiss him right away.
Never.
Ah, yes, the Lord recruit rank and all the hero recruit rank and all that crap is a lot higher over here because I have the tier 5, one of these. This, yes, Lord rank and hero rank. So, I don't know. I mean, let me think. So, what would I have to do? I mean, I would have to get to Lightning Strike Quartermaster, Fear and Renowned. I don't need Pack Leader anymore, because I just can't use those units. I'm not sure if we have these or if we have different ones. That'd be something to investigate. I can't afford to get a lot of spells historically with... with my people. Can't afford to get a lot of spells. Now, I could just pay the extra 15% tax here for a little bit and just get... Really, the most important stuff is Blastmaster, Respected and Feared, Engineering. Engineering is the most important by far. This stuff's pretty good. Blastmaster. Then even if I couldn't fight, though, these guys don't really get a lot of kills to begin with. Then I would have to get the spells. I don't know. I want to take a look at it and just see what I can get, and then we can delete them because I've never actually used a lot of Graciers. Usually with Queek that's a problem, but with this thing, on start of turn you have a chance to gain 1 loyalty. That could actually overcome Queek's prejudice, I think. Now, so I get -2 leadership from him. I think some of his skills also enhance that. -2, so that's -4 basically. Leadership for them. So the highest they would ever get is like rank 6 leadership, but it seems like I could potentially keep them happy. Now they could have some powerful auras or powerful like additional magic.
Horned one, cast yo-yo.
Recruit Lord. So we could take a look here and just see. Ambush chance would be nice. Ambush chance. Wait, cunning is hero self-defense chance, and that is poison attacks. Okay, so we want to get one that's not that great. Plague. Sneaky's actually pretty good. That guy's rank 10. They're all rank 10. Okay, now the question is, do I want to look at Ruin? Ruin, Magic, let me see, what is... I assume all their skills are going to be the same, it's just a question of if I want Ruin Magic or not. Where is... Okay, let me look at Spell Browser. Because the Engineer has some Ruin Magic, but he doesn't have all of it. So far I have been using the Plague, which is really... I mean, it's going to be tough to beat that. We have... Plague, we have Summon, Rats, the Poison. Like, I don't think Ruin's gonna be better, but maybe at this point in the game, maybe it is. I don't know, let me see. Crack's Call. Okay, so it's just like straight up a ton of damage. Now, I could maybe get that cost down. Now, Plague looks like it would deal just as much, if not more. Okay, Skitter Leap. I mean, that'd be cute on like assassins, but that's not really a ton of damage. Scorch. More breath magic. So we have two breath magics pretty much that you can aim, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and then we have this like frenzy thing where everybody does extra damage. I mean, that would be amazing if I wanted to go with the Plague Monk build, which maybe I want to do that. If I get the discount on everybody for that. That would be really nice. Immune to Psych, 26 melee attack, and 25% damage. If I wanted to go for kind of a Shredder build. To be honest, the kind of units that we're fighting right now, these rats don't really do a lot. It is nice. You know, they do stall for like a little bit, right? The poison is okay. I mean, it basically just reduces damage by 20%. Sometimes the speed is relevant, but most of the time it just reduces damage by 20%, which is okay. I mean, that's good. It doesn't reduce vigor like it did in Warhammer 1, though. This breath is okay. It's moderate damage. I don't use it very often. But it's alright. So this is losing its... It's still nice. It's a good disruptor. It's good for tying up, like, archers and things like that. So it is pretty good. Wither is nice for lowering armor. I don't use that a ton. It is on the expensive side. It is nice, though. Lowering that armor by 30, but we already have a lot of armor piercing, especially if we're going to use the sensor bearers, which I'm thinking of using as my front line. We already have mostly armor piercing on almost everything. If you think about the sensor bearers, if you think about the assassins, think about the Globadiers, the Hell Pit Abominations, all of these have massive piercing, so this really doesn't do a lot. This is okay. It's expensive. It's okay. This is the bomb. This is super good. Actually, this is what I was talking about. This is super good. It is on the expensive side, but that potentially could be... I mean, that is an all-star. That is extremely good. Area of effect. But... would something like Crack's Call be similar? Would something like Crack's Call be similar? Or Scorch, would that be similar? This says major damage. Long, thin, tear shape. Now this would probably... The thing is, these things are very expensive though, too. But I do have a lot of magic. I barely even spend all the magic that I do have. That's extreme. I mean, that's 25% extra damage and 26 melee attack. That 26 melee attack is really good. So I think I just want to take a peek here. It would be a nice sort of variety, too, at this point in the campaign. Especially since we have the higher tiered units. Like the assassins and the Plague Monk Sensor Bears would go to town with that if they had the extra melee attack and extra damage, because they do a ton of damage, all armor piercing, and they have a lot of extra melee attack. So if I had like a squad of these, they would absolutely carve people up. if I set those loose on people with that Cracks Call insanity stuff. Or not Cracks Call, whatever it is, the insanity thing. Especially if I had the discount. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Let me see any... Do I get any crazy buildings, potentially? Oh, several crazy buildings. Or a couple of them. What is this? Pillar City Hub. Nice. Food. A little bit of campaign movement range. 10% income from trade. Okay. Casualty replenishment rate is only here. Okay, so that's not, like, absurd, but that's nice. Income and food is good. Beneath 8 peaks is a key nexus for all tunnels in the region. Unlocks the World's Edge Mountains for any ambitious Skaven lord. +5 growth, food. I mean, yeah, sold. Okay, so that is instead... Oh, no, we get this as well. So we get the Putrid Bog for food, and we get this for food. Okay, so we can get up to 9 food. Wow. That's great. This thing only gives us 100 gold. So that's a little bit more, but not a ton. Has a pretty good garrison. I don't know if that's a standard garrison or not. What does this do? Okay, extra sacking, +5 with other Skaven. Income. That gives income, this gives income. I don't know what weapon team units means. I assume that means either warp fire thrower or okay, each one of these has a little story behind it. There's just so many like little flavor text and things that are pretty cool with this. So we can get up to 15 diplomatic with Skaven. Now, if I confederate, that's going to be sweet. I mean, that'll open up all kinds of new challenges across the map for us. Confederation would be awesome. Okay, weapon team units. Night Runner, Gutter Runner. I don't know if that includes Death Runners or not. It doesn't say Death Runners, but they may have just run out of text. I don't know if that also includes Bombardiers, but... Oh, this says weapon teams. Okay, so it probably literally means these units. So that would give me... Still don't want the warp fire throwers. Those in theory could be good against like undead. Like those would be very nice against the witch, or not the witch things, the wraiths, Cairn wraiths. But they're so situational. I would just rather, because these are really good against wraiths too. I'd rather just have these. Okay, so it's these guys only, so it's not plate call catapults and that other stuff. It's just these weapon teams. But that's still good. Untainted, money, relations, lots from sacking and looting. Yeah, okay. So where do we start? I think we need food to start with. We get 2 things. Public order is going to be an issue. Pure corruptions. Yeah, definitely want growth. Putrid Rice Bog first. That does give growth also, and then normal growth. Okay, sweet. I know we're up on time here. kind of thinking of trying this new paradigm, though, with these Ruin guys. I do think that early on in the game, you do need the Warlord because you need to be able to fight early on, and you need to be able to upgrade clan rats, and you need to be able to go down the blue tree really quickly, so you're not going to be able to buy spells. But I think later in the game, some of your later lords, you might be able to get away with getting spells early and forgetting the blue tree for a little bit at least, and just pay the extra 15% cost on the units. Potentially. Okay, Ruin, so I want intelligence. I want to look at Ruin here. Because you can't get a Plague Priest that has Ruin. It's only the Graciers that have Ruin. Okay, Sneaky is definitely what I want. So that's, if this works out, I'm going to dismiss one of these guys. Okay, so Intelligent is good, but Sneaky is better. It's going to cost me 1,500 to investigate this. It's literally at 1. Oh, making diplomatic treaties. Okay, so if I make treaties or if I don't make treaties, then he's not going to like it. Now, if he goes to 0, it feels like that could be bad. On start of turn, lords have a chance to gain 2 loyalties. That's pretty nice. Let's have a chance to gain 1 loyalty. Okay. Alright, let me take a look here.
Stinks like a grace.
That does look angry. Okay, so it's the same kind of stuff. Screaming Bell, what does that give? Dang it, why can't I see that? Okay, so 100 armor, a lot of health, a lot of leadership. His attack sucks. I'm not sure what the... Is he gonna tell me what Screaming Bell does? I don't know what those icons are. Looks like he is a free cast, maybe, of the flame stuff. I gotta look this up. Let me look this up real quick, and I'll tell you live while you guys can't see, but I'm like on the internet right now. It looks really cool. I've seen the graphic for the Screaming Bell. Trying to look and see. Normal unit. Okay, Gracie or Ruin. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. So Screaming Bell gives you Unholy Clamor. Okay, so this looks like a buff for everybody. What does it do? 16 leadership. Okay, so it gives everybody 16 leadership within a certain range. It doesn't say the range. It says recharge time 120 seconds though. Okay. Scorch. Okay, 90-second recharge time. Okay, so it's a free spell, just like the other one that you got. I'm not sure if you can aim it or not. Like the other one, you couldn't aim it, you know, with the normal Plague Priest. So you get Scorch, which is another kind of windish spell. Unholy Clamor might only give a boost to a certain like group of people. And then Wall of Unholy Sound. What does this do? Okay, so it gives everybody 5 melee attack and 4 leadership. Okay. 5 melee attack is good. And then there... Okay, so we've got that down. Okay, I'm getting back in the game here. Okay, so that probably looked a little weird. Sorry about that. Okay, so it looks like we get a free spell, just like the other one. Every so often, we get a buff that gives everybody 5 melee attack and 4 leadership. We don't do that AoE damage like the priest does, and that's pretty good damage to everybody. Get plus 10 relations with other Skaven. So we don't get that passive either, like the other lords that give out all of that extra income, potentially that extra 600 gold per turn income or whatever, or the replenishment, all that stuff. We don't get that. Of course, you don't have a lot of fighter stuff, which is fine, so we're not going to get that a lot. We might have to choose Voice of the Horned Rat or Envoy of the Council. I don't know. I might have to choose one of those. But giving an extra plus 10 leadership is, and extra leadership size, that's a pretty big deal. So that means your units are pretty much never going to break. Screaming Bell, we get the Warp Zone token still. Now Musk of Fear does what? Wow. Every time you cast something, everybody on the map gets negative 13 melee attack. It only lasts for 8 seconds, but that's extremely strong. Very, very good. The cooldown... would only be a 15-second cooldown. Pretty good damage. It would only cost 8 mana to do it. Okay. Does he naturally comes with Howling Warp Gale and Warp Lightning. Okay, so I get a free 1 point of Howling Warp Gale. It's pretty legit. Okay, Death Frenzy. So we get 3 points off for upgraded Death Frenzy. Wow. Wait, now, I mean, the Warlock Engineer, let me see. I thought it only cost 10 for the Warlock Engineer.
Should kill when get chance.
Oh no, it does cost 12. Okay. So 6 or 12. Okay, so you get 3 point off, so it only costs 9. Upgraded, and you don't get the discount. I know it's gonna be a long episode, I'm just trying to calculate this up.
My facts.
So you don't get the
Like a grace.
you don't get the discount with him, right? No. You do not get the discount, and you do not get the cooldown reduction. But if you do it with the Ruin guy,
Let the bells scream, scream.
if you do it with this guy, I think I may have woken up the baby. Just kind of making some noises. You get 50% cooldown reduction, and you get 3 Winds of Magic off, which is really sweet. And no, I don't want added area of effect. Okay, so I guess usually it's just a single ally, but then you get the added area when it upgrades. Okay, so basically it'd be 9 mana to freak everybody out and like take the cooldown down to 43 or to like 20. It's like glitching out and talking about extended ranges. guess you could take this all the way down to 8 mana for a huge AoE ability. That's 8 mana, that's 9 mana, that's all reasonable. We'd lower their melee attack, so if you space it out and you cast a spell every 8 seconds, in theory, you can keep everyone at negative 13 melee attack. Crack's Call. Okay, like, it's apparently insanely massive damage for 16. Okay, Dreaded 13th is one that I didn't see before. What does this do? Huge explosion area. Does it do damage? I don't remember seeing this before. Does that do damage? It says huge explosion area. Can disrupt unit formation. I don't know if I would use that one. That one's super expensive.
Untrusted worm. Poison after.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, getting some Storm Vermin are nice, but like 22 mana for Storm Vermin? It's not strong enough, I don't think. Crack's Call could be really good, though, if it completely obliterates people. But they basically have this Death Frenzy looks super strong on a pretty low cooldown of 20 seconds when it's reduced by 50%. Warp Lightning looks reasonable for 8. Drop down, do some pretty decent damage. Skaven Scorch looks good. And then Deaths. So we have 1, 2, 3 area of effect abilities, and 1 just like pimp out your unit's abilities. Versus, and this is really, really nice. Like the other one's nice too. They lose Vigor, I think. Yeah, losing Vigor is really good. The speed doesn't matter. The 9% Vigor is important, but like, Blessed with Filth is not as... I mean, it's still good. Wither I just don't use. Like I said, these rats were good early on, but right now they're kind of falling off. It's very limited range. They're okay. They're okay. They're good at absorbing charges. We'll see. Plague is so strong, though, for only, you know, 12 cost, I guess. It just completely obliterates people. But that's about what the Scorch does, too. Pestilent Birth is okay. It's not amazing. It's alright. I think maybe just spamming the huge buff on my infantry if I go with a Plague Priest line might be worth it, as Plague Furnace does heavy sort of extra damage, but it doesn't give everybody the buff. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it out. Not with this guy's.
Harbinger of doom.
He was my guinea pig. But it will be interesting to keep in mind. Now, I don't know if I can afford another squad just yet.
What? On one command.
I probably can't in terms of food, but would be nice. I mean, if I hired one soon, we can get that extra loyalty popping up. But we need to get a lot more food.
I am warlord.
A little bit more money. This place is going to make us rich up here, probably. But I'm interested in doing the ruin thing. I'm intrigued.
Go away.
So I need to grab the rest of this property soon, so that I can upgrade.
I'm a rune lord, not some smith.
Okay, but anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Sorry, it's probably, yeah, it's on the long side, but like I said, I just kind of wanted to think and figure my way through that. Even though, you know, Queek hates Grayseers, I think it might be worth exploring for the reasons I sort of described. Because late game, you know, like getting some infantry that can actually do a lot of damage is going to be really helpful, especially with those, if I go for a lot of like the plague monks or the plague Censer Bearer guys. Like, that's really, really strong. The extra melee attack, because a lot of these units that do a ton of armor-piercing damage are, they usually have low melee attack to kind of balance that out, but this would give them just, like, insane melee attack, insane buffs, and a lot of extra damage, too, which that damage is even better because most of it's armor-piercing damage. So, anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.